How come black people can be racist and get away with it? This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Also, make sure you support TatumReport.com. TatumReport.com is where you get all the real news 100% of the time, 100% verified, brought to you for free. But if you feel like donating and supporting, go ahead and check that out. Link is in the description section. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you. And I know everybody knows this to be true, but people don't want to talk about it. How come Americans of African descent, AKA black people, AKA African Americans, although most of us have never been to Africa, how come we can get away with being openly racist? I'm wondering. I wish somebody had a question or at least had an answer for me regarding this question. How do black folks in this country can just flat out be racist and get away with it? And matter of fact, they get celebrated for it. So let me tell you how the weak amongst us, how they act and participate and how they want the world to be when they don't get their way. Let's go to this young lady. I don't know her. She's not significant. She got 8,000 followers, so I don't think she's somebody that I would even know. Not saying if you have 8,000 followers, you're irrelevant, but you're not somebody that's a big name. So I never heard of this young lady. Her name is Eva Maria, right? I looked at her page and she's a complete brain dead activist, in my personal opinion, complete brain dead. But look at what she's writing. And this is why this is a twofold thing for me. This is victimhood, plantation brain of black people. This is also plantation brain, meaning you listen to everything the media say. And this is also plantation brain, I'm racist, but I blame other people being racist. Listen to what she says. And I hope my head is not in the way. She says, good morning. I made an email template for black and brown students. Not white people. I made an email for black and brown students who need a day off to sit with the murder of Dante Wright and the video of Adam Toledo being murdered that we'll release today. Take the space you need, homie. So this brain dead victim expert made an email template for you to send your teachers, I'm presuming, for you to send your teachers to let them know you're not going to be in class. You don't want an education. You don't want to excel in life. You have no future that you want to be competitive with because you're worried about somebody named Dante Wright and Adam Toledo. First of all, Dante Wright, which you're skipping class for, let's just get this clarified. You want to skip class for and take a moment of silence and a day off while all these other white students aren't taking a day off because this is only for black and brown people. So just go ahead and be the dummies in society and lay on the back burner. But you want to go take a day off on your education for a person named Dante Wright, who was a 20-year-old man committing crimes out of control as a 20-year-old, doing armed robberies, driving on suspended driver's license, not suspended driver's license, but suspended registration or expired registration, trying to fled police on one occasion, in possession of a illegal gun, and all kind of other stuff that this kid doing, smoking weed and drinking and waving a gun on camera, thugging. You're not gonna skip class for somebody reasonable. You're gonna skip class for a thug. Then let's go on to the Adam Toledo. First of all, where's this boy's parents that he's a 13-year-old boy with a grown man at 2 o'clock in the morning shooting a gun off in the middle of an intersection, running from police, pulls a gun out, tries to throw the gun as he's putting his hands up, and you know how that ends. His nickname was Lil Homicide. 13-year-old boy nicknamed Lil Homicide. Thugging. You brain dead people like this person want to be racist enough to say black and brown people shouldn't go to class, and they want you to sit out for these thugs. Not nobody, not in honor of somebody achieving something great, in honor of somebody at their university that's black that's been done wrong legitimately. No, but in honor of some thugs. But only because they black and brown that you're supposed to give them any credit, any love. I don't understand how is this going to make anything better for you? That you are the weak amongst us, that when somebody died whom you didn't know and had zero connection to, that were gang banging thugs that were going to eventually be killed if they hadn't gotten killed by the police or spend life in prison. You got to be that person. You got to be that weak that your professor have to let you get special time because you can't handle the death of a person you never knew. This is the kind of stuff that's destroying our young people. If you think you're finna use this and put it up in class and somehow you're going to achieve things doing this, you must be stupid. Because while you sitting out being dumb and being racist, these other kids are excelling. This is the future of a destroyed populace. It's the destroyed populace. You can't live like this. You can't be this weak and think you're going to excel in the United States of America. I'm just wondering what the comments are saying. How about for work? I guess they want to take off of a job. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Look at these people. These are, let me see, what color are these people? These look like black people. Black people. I could have used this for my job as an elementary teacher, but I have to be there for my kiddos. So you look at these people. Look at this. All these are people of color for the most part. And there's probably a lot more comments, but they won't let me scroll down. This is not okay, in my personal opinion. This is the problem with our society. Let me give you an example of how you should handle this, right? Take your to class and get your education, follow the law, and you won't end up like none of these people. That's step one. Step two, don't celebrate thugs and degenerates in our society who are robbing women at gunpoint and shooting at random people at an intersection. Robbing at gunpoint, shooting in a random intersection, running around with a stolen gun, illegal guns, and all kind of stuff. Don't support people like that. Third, make sure you know the facts that are surrounding these circumstances before you say somebody was murdered. Because if you look at it, they're not charging anybody with murder. They're charging a police officer in this case with manslaughter. The police officer in this case won't be charged at all because he acted in self-defense because this kid pulled a gun out of his pocket on that man and he got shot. At least do your math so you're not dumb enough to put this on a tweet and look crazy and try to skip class over two dummies that unfortunately lost their lives sooner than later. That's three ways to live, 3 ways to overcome stupidity and be a productive citizen in this country. Brandon, why do you always say this? Because I'm watching a trend happen. I'm watching the comment section and I'm seeing all of these people of color just going in and I could just go up to more comments. I think it goes down. They just going in. And I see somebody that follow me on here commenting probably in a positive way. I guess Wright's white mom and family don't get to grieve. I think I'm gonna go ahead like that. So, you know, I could keep going. Look at these people. I'm planning to modify this and use it. I'm telling you, man, like it's making people of color less desirable to be in the marketplace because you can't be a Fabergé egg. If you, according to Jericho Green, that's my I'll be using his phrase. But if you got a real job and you really doing some of the job where people depend on you and you want to call in because of the death of 2 people you ain't never know, you're not competitive. I'm telling you right now, and I think I have a soft spot in my heart for black folks to a certain degree. I would never hire these people. I want nothing to do with these people. These people are untrustworthy. If you are okay with a woman saying only black and brown people can grieve over the death of these 2 people, when Dante Wright's mama is white, half of his family is white, and they can't grieve, but it's only for black and brown kids. If you are co-signing to this, I want nothing to do with you as an employer. I want nothing. You are a liability, because as soon as you on my job and somebody say something to you that's white that you don't like, now you want to file a lawsuit and be a civil rights activist. It's no place for you. You lose in a competitive war of ideas, of talents, of abilities, of servanthood. You lose. Nobody wants you. And to be honest, nobody want to marry people like this. You ain't gonna find no good husband being somebody like this. You ain't gonna find no good husband, in my personal opinion, than being people like this. That's my opinion. Maybe she married. But this is not qualities in a wife. My wife's not going to get online and be racist. Or get online and not know what she's talking about, defending people who are criminals. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I could talk about this for 20 more minutes, but I got to get on this flight. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you got something from this. I'm just letting you know that this is going downhill fast, and I hope that people will wake up and stop doing this stuff. I love you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.